Okay, today's a very important video because I'm going to be showing you specifically step by step why women are turned off by men who are seeking a relationship. Now, I'm even going to take today's video a step further and beyond just giving you the information. I'm even going to show you specific beliefs that you should start to understand and internalize to almost deprogram bad beliefs and a bad narrative that probably left you dumped, heartbroken, or cheated on. So because of that, we're going to do a total audit on your lifestyle, and we're going to almost implement new beliefs that's going to help us have a way better future in our dating life in every step of the way. Now, when today's video is over, I want you to join our brand new community, our brand new movement. What this is I created a movement called Headman Nation, and we have just crossed over 1,000 members inside of this community, and I'm watching this thing grow every single day. One of the guys inside of this, I'll keep his name private, but if you shift your eyes down below to what I highlighted, he says, going out, zero anxiety speaking to any women. Do you understand what a massive benefit that is? If you can actually carry yourself in life with the highest level of confidence where you don't even get anxious around people, you don't even feel anything, you're almost indifferent to any outcome, this is a hidden skill that women need to see that you have. So that way what will happen is they gravitate towards you because they feel that masculine indifference. After today's video is over, join that. In the description, I have a backstage access video. There's tons of testimonials on that page of guys just like you. It's been amazing. Let's dive in. Okay, so I'm breaking this down for you step by step in the best way you've ever seen. This is all the reasons why women are turned off by men who are seeking relationships. Stick with me, this is going to be a great one. The first thing we have to understand about this is that when you enter into a relationship, you have compromised your male nature. Okay? Say this with me one more time. You have compromised your male nature, meaning you've gotten rid of it and you've opted into her hypergamous mating strategy. So this is what I mean. If you look at the word mating strategy, right? Over here, this is the man's, right? Over here, this is the woman's, okay? They're two completely different mating strategies. Now, what your masculine mating strategy is, would be access to options to reproduce, okay? Her female mating strategy is hypergamy, which means gaining long-term access to that one man that she genuinely wants or that she feels has high status, okay? Here's what you have to understand. You wanting a relationship gives her the ick, okay? We hear people talk about this online, the ick, when women say like, oh, he gave me the ick when he said this. You wanting a relationship gives her the ick, okay? The same exact way that her wanting access to multiple options gives you that same feeling. So here's what that means. That means you wanting a relationship in any way, shape, or form equals her going, yes, I'd like to go sleep with a bunch of men. You feel some type of way about it. And on top of that, she definitely feels some type of way about it when you're a man seeking a relationship. This is what I'm trying to say, okay? Is you have exited your male nature mating strategy and you have switched to a female nature driven one. Now on paper, you might think this is okay. You might think, well, this is what she wants. So she wants hypergamy to be satisfied. She wants me to do what she claims she wants and compromise my male nature mating strategy of generating options and access. This is going to make her happy. Slow down. Couldn't be further from the truth. Here's what I found in my life. Me personally, okay, anytime I've added any depth, any emotional complexity, or any level of emotion and relationship seeking behavior with the woman that I've been with, or with all of the men who have been part of my communities and my products over the years, this is what I've seen. Women will lose desire. And they almost can't help it. It's like she sees that you have completely removed your male nature of gaining access to options and you've switched over to like a female nature mating strategy, and you're now locked down in one relationship and she loses desire and she starts to punish you for it, either consciously or subconsciously. She withdraws interest. She doesn't trust your judgment as much anymore. And on top of that, she starts to go, well, what's so different about me? So moving on to the next section right here, this is what we have to address. Now, here's what I can tell you, okay? A man needing any companionship, this equals a man who is needing and seeking emotional reassurance. Guys, this is going to turn her off. I can't help that it's like this. I can't change this. This is just how it is, okay? A man who's needing any sort of companionship equals a man needing and seeking emotional reassurance, and she's going to withdraw interest. So here's what I can tell you. If this occurs where you're seeking this emotional reassurance, here's what happens. she now starts to doubt your strength as well as your emotional resiliency, because subconsciously in her mind, a bunch of questions start to come. The first question is like, well, why does he need someone in the first place? Or why does nobody else want him? Like, why do none of the other women want a relationship with him? Why am I the only one that he wants? Or she will even ask herself, what makes me worth committing to in the first place? This is the subconscious line of questioning. She wants to know why you don't have options. And on top of that, she only gravitates towards pre-selected men naturally who exercise and optimize their own mating strategy, which is access to options to potentially reproduce. She rewards men who act like men. She punishes men who start to behave in the female nature mating sense, which is how the women operate. So you have to stay true to your masculine core. This is what I'm trying to tell you, okay? So that's the line of questioning. Now hypergamy is not satisfied. Now she questions your sexual market value and wonders if she can do better. And now she doesn't like you. And I can't control that. That's just what happens. Now, the reason why I'm telling you that is because you can have everything on paper and your personality and all of your charm and charisma that you think that you need, that goes right out the window. Because the frame, right, of how you set this whole interaction up is designed to fail. Because you have optimized for commitment and care and a relationship instead of your natural male reproductive strategy, which is to generate options. Okay, so women do not fall in love with men. They fall in love with perceived value that you have with other women. This is the biggest truth that I have had to accept over the years. This is the biggest truth that, guys who I have worked with or guys who I've coached have had to accept, is the fact that women do not actually fall in love with men. Women don't fall in love with men. They only fall in love with perceived value of how many other women that they think are after you or want you, okay? So here's what I can tell you. Every layer of attraction that women have towards men is nothing more than illusions of value and perceived status. That is all it is. Say that with me one more time. Every layer of attraction that women have towards men is nothing more than illusions of value and perceived status. Perceived status, meaning the frame as to how you set up that relationship and those interactions. Let me give you an example. If you're a really shy guy, men typically look at that as like a passive trait or being reserved. If you're shy, but guess what? She sees that other women are into you. Oh, now you're so mysterious. Oh, that's so sexy. He's so mysterious. Because the framing is different. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say you're super awkward and you're not very socially calibrated. But let's say, all of a sudden you're known for something, okay? That gives you popularity. Well, now what happens is you're not so awkward anymore, right? Now you're unique. You're a unique man. Oh, he's not shy, right? He's so mysterious. He's not awkward. He's unique. That's just the way he is. The framing is different. It's not real status. It's perceived status and it's perceived value. That's all it is it's a perception. Her attraction mechanisms change based off the perception that's in front of her. Because to her emotions, perception becomes reality because her internal world of emotions is her guiding compass for the decisions that she decides to make for herself in her own journey of relationships. Now, a lot of times those emotions can definitely lead her astray and cause her to second guess why she did that and potentially leave and choose a different man. But it doesn't make this any less true, okay? It's perceived value. So none of it is actually real. This is what you have to understand is it's an illusion. That's all it is, okay? None of this is real, it's an illusion. That means 24/7 subconsciously, hypergamy is asking her, hey, what's in it for you? What's in it for her? That's what hypergamy is asking her 24/7 is what's in it for her? So you have to look at it this way. What's in it for her is going to be everything that you bring to the table. This could be resources, care, love, emotional support, okay, safety. All of those things matter to her and to optimize her future survival with hypergamy, okay? So you have to understand what you're bringing to the table. This is an illusion that's been created based off of the perceived popularity and status that you have. So here's what I can tell you. Never under any circumstances abandon your male nature of exercising options. I'm going to say that again. Never under any circumstances should you abandon your male nature of exercising and generating options. Because here's what I can tell you. Women reward men who stay true to their masculine core. So I'm going to say this one more time. Never abandon your male nature of exercising options for your own future reproductive benefit and success. This is something you have to internalize. I understand that this is a big belief switch, but we have to move you out of the old ways that are not serving you and leaving you empty-handed in your relationships. And what I have to do is I have to move you into a new set of beliefs that are actually going to work, okay? So you have to understand this. Relationships are inherently feminine, okay? Relationships are inherently feminine because she desires care and emotional comfort. If you're a man who is desiring these things, you have exited your male strategy of looking at access to optimize to reproduce, and you've now moved into a female nature-driven mating strategy, which is hypergamy, of trying to find that one special someone. If you do that, she's not going to want to sleep with you anymore. If you do that, she's going to lose respect for you. If you do that, she's going to pull away. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how many women you've been with or slept with in the past. And I don't care about how attractive you think you are. You have now set up the incorrect frame. It's framing, okay? And you have left your masculine frame and you have now moved into something much different. So understand this. Relationships are inherently feminine because she's the one who desires the care and the emotional comfort. By you committing and exiting your own mating strategy and conforming to hers, she knows one of two things right off the bat, right? She knows one of two things right away. Number one, she knows that you're in love, okay? So you've exited your own mating strategy, which makes her despise you long term. Or number two, she knows that she's the hottest that you can do. That's all it comes down to. She knows that she's the most beautiful woman that you can probably attract. Therefore, that's why you're committing to only her. And she does not like to see that. Because now what you've actually done is you've suppressed your own growth in your own mating strategy, which would be your male nature, masculine essence. You've literally suppressed that and given up on it, and you've basically just folded over and said, yes, this will do. And even if she says she wants this, even if she says she wants a relationship like that, she's going to pull away from you. I have seen this so many times, okay? So now when you behave like this, your sexual market value is questioned, and she wonders why you're doing this. Because she understands that this is not serving you. You see, if you've seen me make other videos in the past explaining why women love men who are selfish or women love men who are self-centered, this is why. Because she sees that he is basically wired to behave in a way that's going to serve him, which actually makes her feel safer because she feels like she's with a real man. So women know that men desire to be reproductively successful. They all know this deep down. Like, women know that men desire to attract women and to probably sleep with them, okay? So here's what I can tell you. Wanting her for one night or wanting to spend a night with her, here's what this equals. And what you have to remember is this happens all the time. People are out at a bar or people are out at a club and they want to go spend a night together, right? So wanting to be with her for a night equals, yes, I'd like to sleep with you. This is probably what it means to her on a subconscious level. Now, wanting to date her or be in a relationship with her just equals, yes, I'd like to repetitively keep sleeping with you. And she knows that that's what it means on a subconscious level, probably, okay? Now, wanting to marry her just equals, hey, you're the only one forever that I'd like to sleep with forever. That's all it means. She knows that at the end of the day, men want to be reproductively successful and men want to sleep with women. So because of that, she knows that what has happened is she is your access or your gateway to making that accomplished. She knows that this right here is the subconscious line of questioning that you're actually going through and what all of this means. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All of this is an illusion. And she knows that you have basically got rid of or compromised your strategy of generating options and having access to other women, okay? So the further you go down this path of commitment, the less she likes you. So here's what I did. I created an entire movement, an entire community of men coming together to almost internalize and digest these truths for themselves every day at a deeper level. We are doing live calls in this community. I've given them the entire language of women product and system. I've systemized this into what to do at every step of the way when it comes to front end game, when you first meet the woman, middle game, which is the first 1 to 3 dates, and even back end game, which is how to carry out a proper long-term relationship. I have done this in a way where I've taken everything that I've learned and discovered over my own dating life and dating journey over the past 10 years, and I systemized it into a step-by-step process that any guy can follow. When you come into this, you're alongside myself, you're alongside my brother, and on top of that, you're with over 1,000 other guys who have now taken on this journey. This is the best community that you would want to be part of, hands down, to understand attraction at a deeper level. And I'm watching guys inside of this every day have successes.